Hey scooter friend, we've got the Kymco Like here. It's after work. I have a new rack to install so I can put a top box on the back of this scooter. I've been hanging the helmet with a little finagling on the outside, but I've been taking this to work to the park and ride where it's not covered, and I'm a little over those afternoon rain showers giving me the soaked head if I don't remember to cover my helmet in the morning, expecting that. I'd just rather throw it in a box, lock it up, and move on with my life anyway. So I had to chase down a rack, and that's what we're going to install today. First things first, it's not easy necessarily to find a rack for this scooter. So I've had it for 2 years, and off and on I've kind of piddled and looked, and if it had been easy I would have already bought it, but it wasn't, so I kind of let it, fade away, didn't worry about it. And now I'm at the point where I really want a rack. I have a friend that has a Kymco Like, and she had one installed for her at a dealership, and so I looked online. I looked at the GIVI website. I did find a part number that's supposed to fit on this scooter. I don't know that for sure. I will link it below in the description in case you're interested. And it'll basically be the part number, so you can either reach out to somebody that sells GIVI stuff or you can check on eBay. I did see some. But I called my dealer that I purchased this one from, and they said they couldn't get it. Basically, you can't get chicken wings, you can't get coffee, you can't get scooters, you can't get scooter racks either in this supply chain restrained environment. But since I had that friend that had one installed, I thought, you know what, let me call her dealer and see what happens. They didn't give me that, so I kind of wondered. I was like, which one's running game on me here? One of them's under the impression I can have one, the other one's not. Let's see what's right. Worst case, I figured I'd bug them for a refund. If it didn't come in, I'd try the GIVI or GIVI. I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna assume GIVI. Fortunately, it came in. The rack was, when I purchased it, $129, and it also cost between $25 and $30 to have it shipped from Kymco, and then to ship it to my house is gonna be another $30, and I was like, nah. So we actually made a road trip to go pick it up. Thought we'd make a day of it, test drive a bigger scooter, and I get there, they don't have any bigger scooters because, scooters are harder to come by too right now. We made a day trip of it, had a great time talking to the folks at the dealership, and I walked out with a rack. This is quite literally what I walked out with. It doesn't come with an instruction manual or bolts or anything else, so I figured it can't be rocket science. Want to test that out? So I've already gone through the bucket to size all the stuff out that I need, and I have a 6mm Allen wrench, Phillips head, screwdriver, and then a whole ratchet situation with an extension and a 10mm socket, and that'll get you going, hopefully. All right, let's open the seat up. Okay. Well, let's start with a ratchet situation. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I'm putting the pieces I'm pulling off into the bucket, so hopefully I don't lose it. Woohoo! 2 down. The battery is in this thing, so we're gonna leave that alone and see what happens. And then it looks like we have some bolts over here. All right, and they look like they're a different size, but let's just check. Nope, we got a winner. This is actually mainly my husband's scooter. He's carrying a $1 bill in there because, a dollar buys a lot of gas on this thing. Oh, don't lose a bolt. Okay. And it looks like this pulls up. Wiggle. Oh, I'm a moron. Okay, so you can battle it, or you can just kind of close it down a little bit without latching it, and then it just pulls right off. All right, so will it lift out? Not even close. Okay, I do see some screws up here. Yes, this looks right. Okay. No, still something up front. Hold on, let me clear the stuff out. Aha, a couple more bolts. See what that looks like. All right, moment of truth. I don't see anything else, so yep, we're in business. Bucket's out. Then we go for the Allen wrench. Got a couple more back here. See, lefty loosey. These are longer at the very, very back. Okay, comes right off, easy peasy. Okay, all right, let's put it all back together, presumably the exact same way we took it off. Everything kind of seems to be lining up. All right, so we got four of these bolts to attach to the back. They did not come with it. They were just the replacements from the existing rack on my hand. Put them in real quick. Yep, it's gonna work. I just gotta use a little muscle. And then we're gonna use a tool. Righty tighty, my friend. We have a rack. All right, it fit back in. I didn't have to like do any special maneuvering. Everything seems to be lined up well. Everything's going back together easy. Doesn't look like extra parts or anything, so I can't decide if this is a win or if I should be fearful on what's gonna come next. I did struggle to get the seat off a little bit. Screws before we throw on the seats. Okay, we're down to the seat. This is awesome. It was easier to take off more like this than it was standing up, so we're gonna assume it's the same way to put it on. Okay, maybe not, because I can't see how to line it up. Wiggle it on and boom, we're in business. Whoa, that was not bad at all. I'll take it. Throw the nuts back on the post here to hold the seat. And I think we're done. I mean, I gotta put up tools, but I think we're done. Ooh, now will it close? We're in business. All right. We have a rack. More Kymco thoughts, and whenever I add additional accessories to the scooter, are gonna end up in this Kymco playlist. Happy scooting.